I'm just trying to decide if I'm comfortable even talking about that.
This one's wife. Honey, that did not happen. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. This one's wife, as a mid-range type A narcissist, is focused naturally on the pursuit of the prime aims. And one of those things is the residual benefit of her facade. Her facade is, I'm a great mum, a loving wife, a fun person to be around. I'm kind and I'm empathic. She also has other facades of being girl boss business person or pioneering feminist. But at the moment, she's wanting to convince everybody that she is an individual, that is kind and caring, that she's been placed upon this earth to assist the downtrodden. And as part of this, she once again harnesses supine publications such as People.com, who herald us with the headline, "This one's wife swears by this home remedy she once gave to son Prince Archie's school friend." Apologies. My bullshit detector just went off. Yes, I have a bullshit detector which, when placed in proximity to clear and errant bullshit, has no other option than to sound off as you've just heard. Accordingly, it's detected that this latest tale from this one's wife is nothing more than bullshit. Let's dive into the article to learn more about what nonsense she's claiming this time. This one's wife is not a regular mum, she's a resourceful mum. That's the shtick she's going with. During a special bonus episode of her Lemonada Media podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, the Duchess of Sussex grew concerned. False compassion when her guest Tina Knowles sneezed and admitted to struggling with allergies. "Oh no, do you eat local honey? That can help," this one's wife assured Beyoncé and Solange Knowles' mother of the allergy remedy. She is a walking apothecary, isn't she? She is here to heal all ills, cure all ailments. Before local honey is required. Tina noted that she used to and agreed that it worked in a not staged interaction. "You have to get back on that because the other day, one of Archie's little friends at school, this little girl, has such bad allergies. I said, hold on a minute, we have bees. Let me give you a little jar of our honey." The bullshit detector, it's going into overdrive. My backside did this happen. There is no way that this one's wife was pottering around the school because she's never there, because the nannies take the children if they exist. And of course, she just happens to know that this little girl has such bad allergies. And she just happens to make mention of it in front of this one's wife, who just happens to be able to say, hold on a minute, we have bees. Why do you need to tell her that? Why don't you just say, oh, I'm very sorry to hear that you've got allergies. Have you been to see the doctor? Or, I'm very sorry to hear that you've got allergies. Did you know that honey can help? Yeah, go and buy some honey, preferably local honey. Oh no, it just so happens that this one's wife, the walking apothecary, is able to tell you, if you've got allergies, I can help. Here I am with local honey. Yes, a little jar of my honey will ensure that your coughs and sneezes will disappear, that your lupus will be removed overnight, that you will hitherto having been paralysed from the waist down, now be able to walk. Allergic to work, like me? Don't worry. A dash of honey will ensure that you will overcome that allergy by fleecing everybody that you come into contact with. Do you have a husband who's allergic to intelligence? Well, give him some honey. It won't make him any more intelligent, but it will make him smile, and then he can disappear off in the garden to smoke pot. Did she bollocks come out with a little jar of honey for this individual? And we know that this one's wife is a condescending moron. But this didn't happen. The bullshit detector tells us as such. When Tina said that Beyoncé too has bees, oh, quelle surprise! Yet more mirroring, this one's wife shared more about her own apiary. She doesn't have an apiary. The beekeeper has an apiary, which she goes to visit. And she says, look, I'll bung you some Benjamins, make me look like a beekeeper so we can film it for my shitty series with Love Meghan. And old surf dude, also beekeeper, goes, hey man, I'm down with that. Give me those Benjamins, I'll say what you like. She goes, yes, we have a little apiary down there, 3 of them. And Archie has his little beekeeper suit with the little hat on and the gloves. Really? Then why didn't we see Archie in the recent video? Why was it Lilibert? If Archie's got his little beekeeper suit, why does he not get to come out and see the bees? Was he not available that day? It's great, but I will say for allergies, helpful. Because if it's local honey, get that pollen, all the same things in your system, and it desensitizes allergies. Well, then the article goes back to what I just mentioned, whereby she appeared with Lilibert and talks about the clip, but I don't need to go through that because we've done that in the past. But here she is. Bee woman, honey distributor, curer of ailments and ills. Just so happen to mirror Beyoncé because she's got bees. Just so happens that she needs to show false compassion to Tina Knowles because she's got allergies. And lo and behold, it tees it up for her to drive it down the fairway of bullshit to say, oh, I've got bees, have some honey. And let me tell you about the time. Oh no, not the 11-year-old story. No, not that one. Let me tell you about the time that I was at the school and one of Archie's little friends had allergies. So I said, what you need is some honey. And fortunately, because it needs to be local honey, I've got some honey because I'm a beekeeper, because I'm brilliant. Yes, didn't happen, didn't happen, didn't happen. And once again, this one's wife revises history as we've known that she's done so many times before for the purposes of asserting control and drawing fuel in the moment. And she's done it again to assert control and draw fuel over Tina Knowles and the audience, and then for it to be reported on in people.com, which we know utilises the PR puff pieces as a consequence of the receipt of cash from this one's wife. She continues to want to portray herself as this all-singing, all-dancing individual who's wonderful and kind, who operates in the community, curing everybody's allergies through the application of local honey, yet she didn't have any for sale for her stupid business. So you just happen to have honey in your handbag, in your purse, when you're down at the school, but you didn't have any to sell to anybody. Fuck off. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for listening.